The title of our story today is The Signal in the Noise. So let's just jump right in.
Part 1. The Rule of Logic. Meet Professor Arthur Vance. For 25 years, he believed that life was just a complex equation. You know, an equation is basically a math problem. He thought that every single ethical dilemma, which is a really difficult moral choice, had one correct mathematical answer. In fact, he taught his students a very strict rule. He would say, emotion is noise. Logic is the signal. He truly believed that human feelings were just messy, distracting noise. To him, only clear facts and logic actually mattered.
Part 2. A difficult choice.
One day, Professor Vance had to make a big decision. He had to choose just one student for a massive grant. A grant is money given to a student for research. Well, on one side, there was Clara. Her academic record was completely flawless, her project was safe, and it was entirely predictable. On the other side was Julian. His project was messy, turbulent, and dangerously ambitious. Plus, Julian was very poor. If he didn't get this grant money, he would literally have to leave the school. The professor had to choose before a very strict deadline. The clock was ticking. At 4:45 p.m., Arthur hesitates. Pure logic tells him to pick Clara. But for once, his heart feels truly sorry for Julian. He makes an emotional choice. At 4:52 p.m., the submission is confirmed. A submission is simply a document you officially hand in. He sends Julian's file. And then at exactly 5 p.m., the portal locks automatically. The decision is now permanent. There is no going back. Part 3. The Irreversible Mistake. The very next morning, a delayed report landed on the professor's desk. Julian was caught cheating on an exam. This brilliant student actually took a dishonest shortcut. Dishonest means someone is not telling the truth or not playing by the rules. The professor felt a wave of sudden panic. He had just given the grant money to a student who broke the rules. Arthur immediately ran to the dean of the university to cancel the grant. But he was too late. The dean looked at him and said, "The system is fully automated. It cannot be reversed." All the data was already sent to the global servers. The professor was completely trapped by his own mistake.
Part 4. The Unexpected Outcome.
So Julian won the grant. And you know what? He used that money to work incredibly hard. He actually created a breakthrough framework for affordable technology. A breakthrough is a sudden, major success or discovery. His messy, chaotic project actually worked. It opened doors for cheap education and technology for people all over the world. Part 5. A New Philosophy. Sometime later, Julian visited the professor. He confessed to cheating, and he thanked his professor for saving his life. After Julian walked out the door, Professor Vance realized something totally new. He realized that a flawed, emotional decision had actually created a profound and greater good. Profound means very deep and deeply meaningful. His one big mistake ended up helping the world way more than his perfect logic ever could. When the next semester began, the professor actually changed his famous rule. He looked at his new students and he gave them a brand new lesson. He said, "Life is not a formula to be solved. It is a story to be lived." Part 6. Comprehension Quiz. Okay, now that we have finished the story, it is time to test your understanding of the English text we just read. Let's see how you do. Question 1. What was Clara's academic project like? Here are your 4 choices. A. Messy and chaotic. B. Safe and predictable. C. Dangerously ambitious. D. A massive failure. Take a second and think carefully about your answer. Question 2. Why could the dean not reverse the grant decision? Here are the choices for number 2. A. He liked Julian. B. The system was fully automated. C. Clara dropped out. D. Arthur changed his mind. Question 3. What did Julian's successful project provide? And your final choices are A. Affordable technology. B. A new math formula. C. A faster automated system. D. A new ethics book. Got your answers? Okay, let's look at the correct answers together. For question 1, the answer is B. Clara's project was safe and predictable. For question 2, the answer is B. The system was fully automated. And for question 3, the correct answer is A. Julian's project provided affordable technology.
So, how many did you get right out of 3? Write your score in the comments down below. We would absolutely love to see it. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer to practice and learn English. Keep practicing, and I will catch you next time.